Hand side and Strong Blonde. Middle of your picture, they sent on their way. And Bamboo was scratched at the start. So late scratching, number 4, Bamboo. The other runners sent on their way. Down the inside, Lady Kington made a smart beginning, is right there. Royal and Regal with a good position. Saucy Lioness is towards the inside of that one. African Dream with the white noseband now attacking over towards the insides, only about a half length off the leader. Then Forgive No Forget. They're followed further back in the field by Still Dreaming as they settle down to race, and now Strong Blonde goes through down the inside in the blue silks, about 2.5 lengths off the leader. Further back to Lady Kington, and then comes Still Dreaming. As they get to the 500-meter marker, Royal and Regal, African Dream is still right there. Saucy Lioness between them. Royal and Regal's going through right down the inside. Lady Kington, Strong Blonde tries to run on, but the leader is African Dream past the 200. Forgive No Forget puts on a big pressure now. Forgive No Forget and African Dream over the last 100. Forgive No Forget just in front, and African Dream's going to try and come back for more. African Dream, Forgive No Forget. I think maybe African Dream got up from Forgive No Forget, but it's very, very close. Wait on the judges. Absolute humdinger. I think African Dream will just prevail. Number 7 on the card from Forgive No Forget, who runs an absolute blinder. Let's just see when they come down to the wire. Here comes the line, and just prevailing is number 7, African Dream, wins it. Second, number 6, Forgive No Forget, just beaten that short head. Third placing was Strong Blonde. And the fourth position, if we run it across, it's about 7 or 8 lengths or 5 or 6 lengths. Lady Kington, who stays on nicely. Then number 10, Nights on Broadway. Further back in the field is Still Dreaming. And then the grey, who I didn't give a mention to, Foxy Mini, Royal and Regal. Further back in the field is On Your Bike. So as we look at the head-on, and Forgive No Forget comes on really powerfully, and this mare, she runs a courageous race. And African Dream go the hammer and tong, the filly by McGark, and there was nothing between the two at the line. And African Dream, well done to winning owners, Dave Mulroy, Trevor Foree, Graham Hawkins, David Wilkin, bred by the Scott brothers, and they just make it home in the opener, a race time 69.68. Back to the studio.
Well, a popular start for players off the top one here. The favourite has come through in race number 1, African Dream, for trainer Mark Dixon. Well done to the winning connections here, Mulroy, Trevor Foree on course, Graham Hawkins on course, and Mr. Wilkin with his daughter of Magog. She was bred at the Scott Brothers, cost 90 grand. Anton Marcus must have really wanted to ride this winner this afternoon, because he's just come down for the one ride and he's found himself in the number 1 box. Well done to everybody concerned. First up, I think let's have trainer Mark Dixon. Anton has excused himself. He says she's got the job done, and that's what matters. She's put her head down where it mattered most, and a bit of cheek from that first timer, but nice to see her win. But you know, Mark, her first 2 starts she was a bit hot. You know, she was well behaved today.
Yeah, Anton was there. I just said to him she settled down an awful lot at home, but he said she still gave him a hard time going down. He nearly fell off, but she's maturing nicely. She's always shown us good work at home, and great for the guys. That she's just, you know, Anton said she'd win her 3rd start. Maybe I was a bit anxious last time running her, but
would we have got a bet when she made her debut?
Yeah, exactly. But no, just pleased she won on the day, you know.
Yeah, you know, she's progressive.
Very much so. Yeah, I think there's a lot of improvement in this horse. Let's hope so, anyway.
You got a few Magoks back home?
No, I haven't actually, no. I like them, but, you know, try and buy some. But Hayley, congratulations to Hayley, really. She picked her. She loved her from the word go and said, well, you know, you buy her then and you can put it together as well, which she did. So well done to Hayley.
What about the rest of your runners, Mark? You got some nice chances later on?
Yeah, I've got like Pastiche. I think he's got a good place chance today, so it's a bad race. Sparks of Flying obviously got a good winning chance, and Caribbean Day. I think the pace is on, he'll run well as well, so hopefully I can have a good day.
While I got you near, that all Sparks are Flying, a very good effort from the worst of the draws last time.
Yes, he's got a good draw today. He'll be there for nothing, and you know, obviously Van Zel and Dryer's got to take them on. You have to respect them too. But no, you know, he'll put up a good performance anyway.
If I have to put you on the spot, which could be your next best?
Him, I think. Sparks are flying, definitely.
Thanks for that, Mark.
No, thanks, Dees.
Lovely. Let's get Graham Hawkins in. Trevor Fourie, come to Trevor. Can I have a chat about the guys? Graham, you called it. I just heard you chatting to Anton off air, and he said third start, this will be in the number 1 box.
Yeah, right from the beginning, you know, she's very naughty. And as you saw first time out, she was very, very green. But Anton has been with her throughout. Firstly, I must say well done to Mark Dixon. Thank you very much. He's given us confidence from before she even ran. Said she's a very nice filly. And because she was so naughty, so green, Anton was always of the view that it might take 2 runs to get her to where he would like her to be. She went close in her second start after racing very green first time out. Today was a lot closer than we were hoping we'd have to endure. But I did say to Babette before we came racing, I said, you know, for Mike de Kock to keep a filly until she's 5 years old unraced, she must be able to run. There's no way in the world that Mike de Kock is going to keep a filly that long, beautifully bred New Zealand filly, if she can't run. So although I never really heard anything about Mike de Kock's filly, it always worried me, and I thought that might be the one we have to beat. There were a few other fancied as well, but she came through with fine colours, and thanks to Anton for coming through for 1 ride. As I said, he's been with her from the start, and we do appreciate that. He's liked her from the start. We think she might go a bit further, but, you know, well done to Mark. She's won, and that's great.
I'll take it you caught the exacta then.
Actually, I didn't, because I was focusing on 1 horse only. You know, I was, I thought yesterday, I thought 2 to 1 was a fair price. I just want to say well done to Dave Mulroy, whom I've never met. Dustin Wilkin, the partners, Trevor. We were on holiday together. We were talking about the fact that we all had shares in a few horses. We didn't know that we actually had a share in the same horse until she ran first time out and we bumped into each other on the track. So, you know, racing's a wonderful game. You don't know who your partners are until the race day comes. But it's been a wonderful, wonderful win, and I think she'll go on from here. I think she's above average.
Well done, Claire.
Thank you.
Lovely. Trevor, last word from you. Nice to be involved in a filly that's won early.
Yeah, it's very nice for a change. It's been a long time since I had my last winner, but I just have to say well done to Mark and to Anton, and obviously to Graham and all the partners. Dave Mulroy is on his way back from holiday, and the other gentleman I haven't met, Mr. Wilkin, but good luck to all of them as well.
How many horses in training now, Trevor? You've always been a big supporter on the ownership side.
No, I've only got 5 at the moment.
Only 5. Well,
yeah.
5 is a good number. And otherwise, how are things going with your other horses?
Yeah, 2 of them haven't run when that I was left. The other one with Shane Humby ran once. It ran 5th. So yeah, no, getting there slowly, yeah.
You're a bookmaker. What's your best bet on the card today? You would have had a good look at it.
I actually haven't even looked at the rest of the card. When I don't work, I don't bother to look at the rest of the card. I just watch the first race, that's all.
Thanks, Trevor. Well done to yourself and your partners here.
Thank you very much, Dees.
Lovely. Trevor Fourie, Graham Hawkins. We heard the other guys, Mulroy and Wilkin. Well done to them with number 7, African Dream. If you caught the score, Ted, 7-6, 12 and 9. 7-6, 12 and 9, your provisional result, race number 1.